everyone, thanks for joining me. Today we're making a traditional New Mexican meal. I've got carne adobada in the oven and I've got calabacitas on top of the stove. I'm roasting a poblano pepper on my comal, also known as a griddle, and I'm trying to get it nice and blackened. Then I'm gonna chop that up and put it in with the calabacitas. Calabacitas are squash, typically zucchini or Mexican squash, chopped up with corn. Some people add onions, garlic, and some kind of chili. It's hard to get green chili here in North Carolina, so I'm using a poblano pepper. So I've got my zucchini and my corn and my red onion all chopped up and sauteing in this pan, and I want to get it not soft but still crisp but cooked, and then with a little bit of caramelization on it. And then once I get it almost cooked, I'm going to add in some garlic. I don't want the garlic to scorch, so I'm going to hold off on that for now. And then I have not added any spices in. I'm just going to add some granulated garlic that has parsley in it, as well as salt and pepper, and that's it. So carne adobada, for those of you who don't know, is a pork and red chili sauce dish that is slow cooked in the red chili sauce. It comes out succulent and tender with that subtle spice, and it's just delicious. I demoed earlier how I made the red chili sauce, and I put that in the oven. I used country style boneless pork ribs. That's the cut I like to use for it. You can use any tender cut of pork, and I just used a small package as there's just going to be 2 of us eating. And that's been in the oven for 2 hours on 325, and then for the last hour on 300. So I believe my carne adobada is ready to come out of the oven. Let's check it out. I like to use a glass oven safe dish for this. You could also use metal. Oh yeah, it's perfect. You can see that's just falling apart. And it's cooked wonderfully in this sauce. I like to use the country style ribs because they have a good amount of fat, and you want that meat to be nice and tender. So this is ready, and we're just going to set this aside until we're ready to chow down. Let's give these calabacitas a stir. Oh yeah, getting a little bit of caramelization on the I'm going to throw in some dry seasoning, a little bit of granulated garlic with parsley, and some salt and pepper. I have my salt and pepper mixed in this little salt cellar, but I want more pepper, so I'm going to grind some in here. Check on our little lonely poblano pepper here. It's getting some good char. I want it to get a little bit more, and then we're going to chop it up. Also, it just so happens today that I'm making a traditional New Mexican meal, and I received my custom jewelry from Mindful Pieces and New Mexico True in New Mexico. I got this beautiful lapis pendant, handmade, matching earrings, and a matching bracelet. I'll link everything down below. We're we're gonna leave these veggies alone for a few minutes so they can get a little more caramelization. Okay, let's check on our veggies here. Looking good. Got a nice amount of caramelization. Almost there. So I'm going to make a little well in the middle. Pour in just a little more olive oil. And then I am going to add, this is my cheater garlic because I don't feel like chopping any. I'm going to add about a clove or two worth. Just gonna saute that a little bit in the middle of the pan here. Bring that flavor out. But you want to keep it moving so it doesn't scorch. Scorched garlic, not good. Poblano's looking good. I'm gonna pull that off, turn that heat off, and then I'm gonna chop that in just a minute. All right, now I'm gonna mix my garlic into the rest of the veggies. I'm gonna turn that down to its lowest possible temp because I don't want it to cook much more. Oh, how good this roasted pepper smells. If you can't find green chili, you can use powdered green chili. You could use dehydrated green chili. You could use a jalapeno or serrano, but a poblano is a little more mild than a jalapeno. Still spicy though. I want those pieces fairly small so that hot roasted flavor distributes well into the rest of my veggies and you don't get a big mouthful of hot. Alright, so I'm going to put that in with my veggies. Make sure that poblano is all mixed in really well. And this is ready to eat. Smells so good in here. I wish you guys could smell it. I'm gonna turn the heat up on this burner a little bit. I'm gonna warm up some flour tortillas. I like to do it right over the fire so they get a little bit brown and crispy. But I'm famous for walking away and forgetting it's there and burning it. Gonna finish warming up these tortillas. I'm gonna plate it up and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we are ready to plate this up. Gonna get a nice heaping serving of this delicious pork. Slow cooked in New Mexico red chili. I'm gonna grab my veggies. This is also really good with fried potatoes or Spanish rice. I'm going to sprinkle on a little shredded Mexican cheese blend. And then I'm gonna garnish with a little fresh cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, that's okay. And here's our finished traditional New Mexican dinner. Enjoy.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this useful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. See you next time. Live your best life.